There is a forest in northern India that should not exist. Half a century ago, this place was nothing, a bare sandbar in the middle of a great river. No trees, no shade, nothing could live there. Today, elephants rest in it. A herd walks in every year and stays for months, moving slow under trees taller than houses. There are deer in the undergrowth, vultures nesting again after nearly vanishing from the region, and by many accounts, tigers passing through in the dark. Every tree was planted by one man, one seedling at a time, and for most of 40 years nobody knew he was doing it. In 1979, a young man barely out of his teens walked onto that sandbar after a flood and understood what bare ground does. The river had left wildlife stranded on the sand, and with no shade to shelter under, none of it had survived the heat. His name was Jadav Payeng, and he lived on Majuli, a river island that the water was slowly eating away year after year. He asked the elders what could be done about the dying land. They told him the truth. Nothing grows on sand. Bamboo, maybe. It was not encouragement. It was a shrug. He planted the bamboo anyway. And then he did the one thing that separates this story from every other story. He came back the next day, and the day after, one seedling at a time, through the rainy season and the dry season, through his 20s, his marriage, his children. No one paid him. No one watched. For years, no one even knew. If you had visited that sandbar 5 years in, you would not have seen a forest. You would have seen a strange man watering sticks in the sand. Today, that sandbar holds nearly 1,400 acres of forest, larger than Central Park in New York. The government didn't discover it until decades in. Filmmakers found him eventually, and when they asked how he did it, there was no secret to reveal. He planted, and then he kept planting. That was the entire method. So the real question is not how he grew a forest. It is how he kept going for decades when there was nothing to see. Here is the thing your mind does to you. Your brain measures progress with its eyes. It wants evidence, movement, something visibly different from yesterday. Researchers who study motivation have found that the strongest thing keeping people going is not passion or discipline. It is the feeling of progress, small wins. And when that feeling disappears, effort starts to feel like a mistake, even when it is working. The cruel part is that almost everything worth building has a long stage where progress is real, but invisible. The bamboo grows underground before it grows above it. The skill is forming before it shows. The savings, the healing, the strength, the work, all of it accumulates in the dark first. So people quit, not because nothing is happening, because they cannot see what is happening. They stand 5 years in, looking at sticks in the sand, and decide they were foolish. The man on the river had one advantage over the rest of us. He was not measuring. There was no audience, no number to check, no one to compare against. He judged the day by one question only. Did I plant today? The forest was never the goal he tracked. It was the side effect of a question he could answer every single evening. Yes. Now come back from the river, to you. You are probably standing in your own 5th year of something. A skill, a savings account, a body you are rebuilding, a child you are raising, something you water daily that still looks like sticks and sand. And some evenings a voice tells you nothing is happening, but invisible is not the same as absent. Almost everything real spends years underground before a single day. When it does not, the forest never announces itself. It just keeps arriving, one root at a time, in the dark, while everyone who quit is somewhere else. He's in his 60s now and still planting. He says he will plant until his last breath. The forest doesn't know his name. It doesn't need to. And the things you plant won't remember you either. They will just be shade for someone on a day you will never see. Plant anyway. This is the quiet search.